Wake up!" Peter Myers hadn't been asleep. Before he turned over to face the prison guard, he tucked the photograph that he had been gazing at into the waistband of his tracksuit, covering it with his top. If they knew he had it, they would take it off him straight away. There was no doubt about it. All the effort to which he had gone to keep the photo secret would have been wasted. And that photograph was one of the only things keeping him going in this place. Without it, he didn't know what he would do. It was the one thing that lifted him above the filth and degradation of the life that festered within the prison walls, threatening to consume him. "Come on, Myers, up!" He climbed off the creaky, uncomfortable bed with its damp odor, paper-thin mattress, and unforgiving springs. Without saying a word, he faced up to the guard with his bright green eyes. Despite the warder being half a foot shorter than him, their faces were only a matter of centimeters apart. Myers could smell stale tobacco on the man's breath. "Look lively, Myers." The guard liked to act tough, play the bully. Peter Myers scratched at his greying beard and continued to stare at the guard. He could sense his discomfort. No matter how well he tried to hide it, the man was afraid. He probably came to work every day with the sense of terror that someone would puncture the false bravado and show him up for what he really was. But no matter how much Peter Myers wanted to be that someone, he knew he had to behave. The guard watched from the doorway of the cell as Peter Myers brushed past him and moved along the corridor towards the washroom. There was only one other prisoner in the cramped washing area. A man by the name of Carl Jones, who was awaiting trial for attacking his wife with a knife after he found her in bed with his best friend. Jones liked to think of himself as a bit of a joker, sometimes playing the fool, and at other times trying to make a fool out of others. Myers just found him annoying. He wanted to swat him away like a persistent fly. He didn't acknowledge him as he entered the room. Bending over the sink, he swilled his thin, angular face with ice-cold water. "Hey, Myers, is this your girlfriend?" Peter Myers, his face dripping, glared at Carl Jones in the mirror. The man was holding up the photograph. It must have fallen from his waistband. "Hey, she's a real looker," he said. "Nice pair." The word was cut off by Peter Myers' hand, which he had thrust out and wrapped tightly around the man's throat, pressing his thumb deep into his Adam's apple. "Give me that photograph back now." Jones relinquished it immediately, grabbing at his throat, gasping. His face was blood red. Peter Myers tucked the photograph back out of sight. He stared down at Carl Jones as he crouched, hunched over, still gasping for breath, and wanted to hurt him some more. But he had already done more than was sensible. He needed to stay out of trouble. His plan depended on it.